welcome, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another great episode of Wealth for Generations.
Yeah.
Let's get another round of applause. Just cuz. So, actually, I should probably go live on my IG, huh?
Yeah, you should.
We want to officially invite you all to season number 2.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. So, yes,
Season number 2.
We are season number 2, episode 1 up in this piece right now. So how you been, man? How you been?
Man,
Frank?
I've been amazing, blessed. Got some really cool things coming up in the very soon and near future. Super excited for some of our next journeys and steps.
Yes.
And seeing what all can come to fruition, man. We've had a lot of talks and a lot of ideas to reach more people.
Plenty of ideas.
get into the community and get Wealth for Generation, Desert Land Kids, all of our sponsors and everybody else all out there in our communities.
Growing, man, because we
Yes,
always
sir.
building, boy.
We
building, boy.
Yeah, y'all missed that, huh? Y'all missed that.
So let's get into some introductions real quick. But before we do that, let's just have a real quick moment of silence for the giant of all giants, who is no longer with us. He's alive. Just want to make sure I say that because I know I was getting kind of sentimental and stuff. He's alive. He is alive. But he is no longer with us. Mr. Jimmy the Brown Giant. Jimmy Fahan is no longer with us. But he is here in spirit always. I was on my way in today thinking about white chocolate macadamia nut cookies.
I almost stopped at Subway. just because. Just for Jimmy. Just one time for Jimmy.
But without any further ado, let's get into some introductions. To my right over here, we got our brand new engineer holding it down today. We got Mr. Ash.
Yeah.
Also, white chocolate macadamia nuts are the best cookies at Subway.
Yes, they are.
Yes. Thank you for being here and helping us out with engineering today, sir. How are we doing today?
Doing good. Doing tired. Exhausted. Sleepy. But
right?
I'll make it work.
New job problems.
Yes.
New job problems. But, we always got to do what we got to do. Whenever we can scrounge up some pennies, we got to scrounge them up.
We do.
Still less likely to fall asleep at the switcher board than Jimmy, though. So.
Yes. But to my left over here, we got my co-host of co-hosts, the juggernaut, Mr. Frank the Tank.
Yes. You know me, I'm always blessed. Blessed.
Yes, sir.
Life's been good, man. Kind of missed this. We've been away for a little bit, but like we said earlier, we had a little behind the scenes, and we got a good lot of people to look at it.
Yeah, I got some homework ahead of me too for that.
So,
I got to finish all that up too. But yeah, man, that was good. I appreciate and love all y'all out there rocking with us. Like Frank said, collectively, I think we're probably about almost like 7, probably.
Yeah.
I want to say mine's getting up there too, pretty much. But yeah, we got some Q&A, get to know W4G a little better for you guys on the way. Just got to do some editing and stuff like that. But thank you guys for chiming in on the behind the scenes. But without any further ado, let's get into the shizo.
Let's get it.
The first segment of the show is one of my favorites. This is the Health is Wealth segment. The Health is Wealth segment is brought to you by Jessica Marrero and Christina Rose of Elevated Soul. They say that we are here to elevate your soul. You can contact them at 480-269-2649, or you can find them on the Facebook or the IG under ELIVE, the number 8D_SOULS. So let's see what the ladies have for us today.
See how they gonna kick us off.
We got being in a competitive sport can give you mental health, or can give your mental health an upgrade. Okay, so we're talking about the benefits of being in competitive sports. So have you done any competitive sports, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Football.
Yeah,
that was the biggest thing was football.
Yeah.
But I tried them all. So I was blessed to be able to find which ones work best for me. But football ended up being my competitive
That was your
sport.
one. Yeah, I kind of came up as I was the weird black kid. I sucked at basketball. Everybody made fun of me. But I love, shout out to Dennis Rodman. If not for him, I wouldn't have a place on the court. But
I did forget bowling.
yeah,
I did a
yeah.
lot of bowling.
Yes,
And I got
bowling's a
very
good one.
competitive with bowling.
I never did competitive bowling, but I've definitely done a lot of bowling in my life.
Yes.
And then I did some track. I did football as well. I did Pop Warner. I did cross country. And then I did wrestling. I did wrestling for the longest one, and that was definitely being in junior high. A lot of the homies was like, "You in tights, yo." It's a singlet. It's a singlet. It's not tights. But anyways, let's talk about competitive sports. How being in a competitive sport can give your mental health a serious upgrade. And I promise, no sports cliches about giving 110% or leaving it all on the field. So let's get into the real deal here. First and foremost, in this facility here, we're all quite familiar with this term. Teamwork makes the dream work. So first up, when you're part of a team, you're basically joining a tribe. You've got a built-in support system, people who's got your back, and let's be honest, who doesn't need a little cheer squad in their life? It's like having a group chat where everyone actually shows up in real life and high fives you. This sense of belonging can seriously boost your mood and make you feel like you're part of something bigger than just your own Netflix queue. Excuse me, sorry about that. And that's a good one. We were just kind of briefly brushing over our next gathering here at Habari Entertainment. So quick shout out to the Habari Entertainment team / family / tribe / crew / And then next on the list, we got stress busting. Next, let's talk about stress. Life throws curveballs at us all the time. Work deadlines, bills, that weird noise in your car that popped up all of a sudden. But when you're out there running, jumping, and dodging, your brain is too busy to focus on any of those setbacks out there. So, sorry. So it's like taking a mental vacation where you're the only one that can stop you from thinking. You gotta worry about not tripping. You gotta worry about catching the ball. Plus, all that physical activity releases those endorphins, those magical chemicals that make you feel like you just won the lottery, even if you did just lose a game. That's why sometimes athletes, they're still beaming even after they lost.
Yeah.
You see in combat sports, dudes be cheesing and hugging, and dude just knocked him out. He was just out cold 30 seconds ago. But that's those endorphins. Goal setting. Now let's get into goal setting. Competitive sports are all about setting and smashing goals. It's like leveling up in a video game, but instead you unlock your new skin, unlocking a better version of yourself. Every time you hit a new personal best or help your team win, you get more of a confidence boost. And that confidence just doesn't stay with the team. It follows you every day in your life, making you feel like you can tackle anything, even that pile of laundry that's been staring at you all week. But that is definitely true. Confidence. Being on a team definitely boosts your confidence. I mean, just think about combat sports again, like how many of those people you think are walking around thinking that they might get beat up? Because men to men, we ain't gonna lie. It might not be every single man, but we cross each other sometimes, and you're
He
like,
can't whoop me.
I could take him.
He can't
He
whoop me.
can't whoop me. I could take him. Look at him.
I let him.
It
I
happens.
drop him.
It happens.
Every time I meet somebody new,
Right?
could I win in a fight?
What do you
Probably
think?
not.
You think people like Mike Tyson ever question it? he look you up and down.
Hey,
Like 30
he said
seconds.
he does mean I'll whoop him.
I'll whoop you, boy. I'll make you love me.
I eat your children. I eat your kids.
But anyway, no disrespect, Mr. Tyson.
Mr. Tyson, no,
because I know he's
no,
back.
we like you, Tyson.
Somebody opened up the wrong door, and he's back on that savage.
Jake Paul had to run for his
savageness.
life. They had to cancel that because they knew he was about to kill that
Yeah,
boy.
because he was Iron Mike was back.
Jake Paul told the interview people, like, who's gonna say that you're scared getting ready to go into a fight of the next fighter. You ain't never seen that in no interviews.
Right?
The guy go, yeah, I'm a little scared of him. Hey, Jake Paul said, I watched his training, bro. Yeah, I'm scared of him.
Yeah.
He said, yes,
Yes.
I'm scared of Mike.
Shoot. I ain't even getting in the ring, and I'm scared. Man. I'm the type of person, man. Let me see Mike. I'll walk across the street. I met him once actually, and oh man, it was crazy. So I went to shake his hand. Quick story, just make it nice and quick. I went to shake his hand. He shook my hand like this.
Just covered it up.
Now,
Gone.
Talk about take away your confidence.
Just grabbed your whole thumb and everything. You didn't even get to open your hand up.
And I had it open. I didn't have like a full but I was like, hey, nice to meet you.
And he said,
I was like, ooh, okay.
He probably walked away like, this kid's softer than drugstore cotton. He couldn't even shake my hand.
I didn't have to worry about it back then, though. If you catch my drift, what's up, TGB. But anyways, being social skills, being in a competitive sport also polishes up those social skills. You learn how to communicate, how to read people, and how to deal with winning and losing, which is very, very important because you got to have that balance. You're not always going to win. Eventually, you're going to lose, and you can't be a crybaby and throw a tantrum. I mean, you could, but it ain't going to solve anything. But it's like a crash course in life skills that makes you better at handling everything from office politics to family dinners. And hey, if you can handle a heated game with grace, you can definitely handle Uncle Bob's conspiracy theories at Thanksgiving. For sure.
For sure.
Mental toughness. Finally, let's talk about mental toughness. Competitive sports teach you resilience. You learn how to bounce back from failures, how to keep going when you're exhausted, and how to stay focused under pressure. It's like building a mental muscle that makes you stronger and more adaptable. So when life hits you with a plot twist, you're ready to pivot and keep moving forward. Because the only path to success lies ahead. The only way to achieve it is to keep moving forward. Anyways, that's one of my little quotes I like to say to myself whenever I'm in a little tough spot. But anyways, let's wrap it all up. So in a nutshell, competitive sports are like mental health multi-tool. They boost your mood, reduce stress, build confidence, improve your social skills, and make you mentally tougher. It's like getting a free upgrade to your brain's operating system. So next time you see someone sprinting, kicking, or tackling, just remember they're not just working on their physical game. They're scoring big in their mental health game too. Now, who's up for a game of something? Uno? I mean, it doesn't have to be a physical sport, right?
Monopoly?
Oh, no, not Monopoly, man. You lose some relationships in Monopoly. Hours and relationships are lost in Monopoly sometimes. But that's going to wrap it up for the Health is Wealth segment of the day. We're going to move on down the road, wrapping it up and getting into Asking the Masses. So today on Asking the Masses, or if you're not familiar with Asking the Masses, that's when I go to the social of medias and I put a question on the enters of nets for all of y'all, the masses, to kind of chime in and chop it up with us. So the question this week was, what is your favorite sequel? So, Mr. Frank, Ash, you guys got a favorite sequel you want to chime in since we're on season 2? Favorite sequel.
Let me get Frank to go.
So when you asked me that in the earlier of the week, like I sat there and had to really think, and I was like, because I've become one of those people, like you can see a movie and it's hard to watch it a second time. And then when you see a sequel, like you always judge it to the first one. First one that came up in my mind was Boondock Saints. I thought that was a great sequel to the very first one. And so that's the one that I said was a good sequel.
Sticking with it?
Yeah. Well, you know what I was just thinking, like,
that build-up made me think you were going to change it.
Well, now that I just thought about that, because I'm an action guy, I like action movies. John Wick.
That's a good one.
All of them been good. All of them been good. So
I got one.
Hey, it's Jimmy. Jimmy on my IG.
Okay.
Yes, Ash.
Terminator 2.
Ooh, didn't Jess? I think she said that.
Jess said Terminator 2 as well.
I think Jess said that.
That's one of those movies where the sequel is better than the original.
Yeah.
I think like most times like the sequel's just trying to. Oh, my bad. The sequel's trying to get to like where the original was, but I think the sign of a good sequel is when you can go past and like add new stuff to the story and
Yeah.
like make it worth the ticket,
Yeah, definitely. That's a very good choice. So let's go to the face of books and see what the masses chimed in with. Like we said, Jessica, that's my little honey bun. Hey, hey, hey. She said Terminator 2, just like Ash. We had Mr. Giant of all giants, Mr. Jimmy the Vahan. He said Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock.
Hey, that was a good one.
That is definitely a good
That was
one.
a good one.
Yes. Shout out to Tobes. The Tobes. We have the King of the Castle, Mr. Dip to the Lean. He said Godfather 2. That's a really good one. If you guys are into those mafia crime movies and drug lords type stuff, that's a really good one. And then we got Frank's here, Boondock Saints. We had the homie Indy, another chef friend of mine. He said Aliens. I'm pretty sure he meant the sequel of Aliens, but that's what he put was Aliens. So that was it. That's a pretty good one too. Me personally, I couldn't even really decide, man. Like there's just too many. I even tried to cheat and go through like popular sequels, and I was like, oh, that would be a good one to put on there. And I started scrolling again. I was like, oh, I like that one too. But I like that one too. Dang, that one was dope too. I'm like, man, I can't even pick one.
Was
But-
Dark Knight the second one in the what? Oh,
The Batman
Yeah,
no,
series.
Nolan
Because I think
Batman movies.
The was the first one,
Yeah,
wasn't it? I think The Dark Knight and then Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Well, whichever. No, was it Batman Begins that was first, or was that later on?
No, that was the first one. That was with the Penguin, with
Yeah.
Robert De Niro as the
No,
Penguin.
no,
Yeah,
Returns is the Penguin. That's the sequel. Because that's the one of the ones where I was scrolling through. I was like, ooh, that was a good one too. Danny
Mm,
DeVito as the Penguin.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
those classic Batman movies.
Yeah.
The neon ones.
yeah.
Those were
Yeah.
those were something.
What was it before Ben Affleck or
Yeah,
no?
that
What's
was,
his name?
that
Not
was,
Ben, but
that was Clooney, right?
no. Or yes, it was then.
No, not Clooney. Who was the dude before Clooney? Shoot, Steve. Multiplicity.
Steve Buscemi.
No, his name's
I'd pay
not
for
Steve,
that.
but-
I'd pay for that.
Gosh, his name is on the tip of my tongue, man. He plays the Vulcan in Spider-Man.
I'm bad with names.
Gosh,
I'm terrible.
His name is gonna bug me so much, and I know freaking Ruthless is out there mad right now because that's his favorite Batman. If he's watching, shout out to Steven. Gosh, it's gonna bug me. I'm gonna look it up real quick. But yeah, so asking the masses your favorite sequels. I guess I'll just say this one. We're on season 2.
There you go.
Well, for Generations. I mean, we're only on episode 1, so we'll see where we're going. But so far, so good, I think, right?
All right, we're just moving towards the future.
No, not Bruce Willis. Sorry, I gotta figure this out. It's gonna bug me too much.
Hey, Red was a good one too.
Red, the second one.
Yeah, Red 2 with Bruce Willis.
That's like the it's got like a couple action stars in it, right?
It's got the dude that carries the pig with him, and he finally gets to use it. He's got like a mini machine gun or cannon blaster in the pig.
I don't know if I remember that part.
Yeah, they're in like the warehouse.
Michael Keaton.
There you go.
That's who it is. I was gonna. Sorry, I had to do that. Sorry, I was gonna bug you too much. But yes, Michael Keaton. So that's gonna wrap it up though for asking the masses. Now we're rolling on up into the meat and potatoes. We got the wealthy wisdom. But first, we're gonna do a little intro into the actual show. Today's show is called acceptance and commitment.
Yes.
So let's break down these two words, acceptance and commitment. They might sound like they belong in a motivational poster or a cheesy wedding vow, but they're actually pretty powerful. So grab your metaphorical popcorn and let's dive in. Acceptance. Okay, picture this. You're at an all-you-can-eat buffet, but instead of delicious food, this buffet is serving up life problems. A heap of stress, a side of unexpected bills, and a generous helping of awkward social encounters. Now, most of us are like, no, thanks. I'll pass. Thank you. But acceptance says, hold on. Let's see what's going on here. Let's grab a plate and dig in. Acceptance is about saying, hey, life's got some weird dishes, but I might not love them. Or it has some weird dishes and I might not love them, but I'll make room on my plate for the experience.
Yes.
It's like showing up to a party and realizing it's a costume party, and you're the only one not in a costume, but then you just own that situation. You can put some napkins in your shirt. You can get somebody's lipstick and be like, you just own it, or just live in the fact that you forgot to bring a costume. Accept it. Just live in that L and accept it. Now, commitment. Let's talk commitment. Imagine you've signed up for a marathon, not because you're a fitness junkie. No, not at all. It's because at the finish line, there's white chocolate macadamia nut cookies.
We know Jimmy would be committed to that race.
Right. So when you start off strong and then you're thinking about all those delicious sugary treats, but halfway through your legs, you're like, dude, seriously, is this really worth it? Like,
Right.
it's just some cookies, bro. Like, we got to do this marathon. Come on, man. Commitment is what keeps you going when your brain is trying to get you to stop. It's like when you promise your friend you'll help them move, and then you get there and you find out he lives on the 13th floor.
Woo!
But, you're like, you know what? This is the homie. I committed already. Hey, man, I'm going to run to the store real quick and get some ice packs and some Advil. I'll be right back and help you.
I'll see you in about 4 hours. Did you get most of that down?
Nah, man, I'm getting prepared. I'm going to go get some Advil for my aches and pains later on. Get some ice so I can ice those knees after these 13th floor, man. Commitment means sticking to your goals even when the going gets tough. And donuts feel like a million miles, or not donuts, cookies. Sorry. And the cookies feel like they're a million miles away. So, how do these two work together? Think of acceptance and commitment as the dynamic duo of your superhero team. Acceptance is the wise, chill sidekick saying, it's all good. We got this. While commitment is the go-getter hero charging ahead saying, we're in this till the end. Tonight we dine in hell. I do not own any rights to any quotes or anything of that nature. Together, they help you navigate life's craziness. You accept the bumps in the road or the weird buffet items on the buffet, and you commit to your journey. No matter how many stairs there are, no matter how far you have to climb, you will get to those gosh darn cookies. So next time life hands you a plate of unexpectedness, just channel your inner acceptance and commitment. Embrace the weirdness, stick to your path, and remember, there's probably cookies at the finish line. Cookies. So yes, we are talking about acceptance and commitment today. Mr. Frank, sir, is there any recent stories or anything that you would like to share with the people connected to acceptance and commitment before we get any further in?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we all have different challenges. I am actually trying to help us get international, and I had a challenge, man, because I'm taking my family on a little adventure. We're taking a long cruise, and then we're going to South America. In this transition of getting prepared, some challenges came up, and I could have let it sit there and kept me under, but I accepted the challenge, got through it, and kept to my commitment to showing my family something different in this world.
Awesome, man. Yes, staying committed and seeing it through, being resilient.
Absolutely.
Maybe it came from playing football. Who knows? What about you, Sir Ash? Anything in the recent experiences that you'd like to add about acceptance and commitment, and maybe that new job?
The new job.
That's exactly. No, seriously, because I was very committed to like having a career in film. But then it got to a point where I'm like, no, I need to make money. I need to live a comfortable life, And that was just like, okay, this is going to happen. It's something I fought. I remember one of my mentors when I was like 17 told me that this will be the last job you work for somebody else. So I fought it really hard. But, it was just a point where I'm like, okay, this is what I need to do for right now. And, it's like 10 to 14 hour days, heavy work. I come home beat up, but it's like, hey, I made this decision for a reason, I just like to stick to that. Like, hey, why did I think this was a good idea? And then that helps me keep committed to it,
Definitely.
Like keep the intention in mind.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah. Keeping committed is tough.
It is. It is sometimes, sometimes I would say that the acceptance part maybe slightly easier than the commitment part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
it's easy to tell yourself something. Because sometimes you can even fake your own acceptance. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, might tell yourself, like, yeah, it's cool. I got it. It's cool. I got it. It's all right. It's cool. It's got it. I got it.
I'm gonna make this commitment,
And
you
then
don't follow
3 hours
through.
later, you're in the bathroom crying by yourself. Like, I ain't got this shit. I ain't got this
Someone
shit.
comes in. I'm good, y'all. I'm good.
I'm
I'm
good.
good. Hold on, I'll be right there.
Was
Hold
you
on,
cutting
man.
onions?
Hey.
Get them onions out of here, man.
And then somebody says, "You got this," and you're like, "Yeah, I got
do.
this.
I got
Yes,
this.
I got this."
Yeah. But yeah, man, yeah. So I had a little situation myself during our break. Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you guys the long story, but I had multiple car situations right before. I want to say it started about 4 days before my family and I were supposed to be going, or not supposed to, because we still went. About 4 days before my family and I went on our annual vacation to Rocky Point. We don't always go to Rocky Point, but we always do something. I had, let me see, 1, 2, 3. I had 3 different vehicle situations prior to leaving to go to Mexico. And then I had an additional one, leaving Mexico. So yeah, acceptance, that part, it just got to the point where, this is what it is, like cars are cars and I got to take care of this, but that commitment stayed there too, because I was like,
Yeah.
my family, like,
They need to enjoy that time, man.
yeah,
You got to enjoy your minutes
Mm-hmm.
because we never know when that's going to change.
Definitely. So you gotta make sure you get that family time in,
Yeah.
and we don't, and also too, like in my particular situation, Jess's second son, he is in Colorado with his dad, so we're kind of on a little bit of a time restraint as well. If we would have canceled that, it's not like I could have just canceled it, like, oh well, next month we'll just go do something else, because James wouldn't be here next month. He goes back home. So yeah, it was acceptance and commitment can get you a long way.
Yes.
And competitive sports. But let's get into the real meat and potatoes, because that was just the potatoes. This is the meat. So the wealthy wisdom meat. Buckle up, people, because we're about to take a joyride through some epic Olympic stories. Talk about acceptance and commitment, man. If y'all remember, or wait, I'm getting ahead of myself, I think. No, yeah. Okay, if y'all remember, a couple of episodes before the 100th, I want to say it was maybe the one before the 100th, when we were highlighting the Olympics, the cool stuff the cool possibilities that we were going into. Yo, why did like most of that stuff
all
come
happen?
Through? Like pretty much all of it happened, all those possibilities. But I'm not gonna dive into all of it because that was a whole episode. But listen to some of this key stuff here. Buckle up. Sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Buckle up, y'all. Buckle up.
Buckle up.
It's gonna be bumpy. Buckle up.
Buckle up. We're about to take a joyride through some epic Olympic stories from 2024 Paris Games. We're talking about redemption, resilience, and yes, even Snoop Dogg. So grab your popcorn and let's dive in. First on the list, we got Simone Biles, the comeback queen. First up, we have the incredible Simone Biles. Remember, she had to withdraw from the Tokyo Games. Well, she's back and she's bringing the house down. Simone snagged 4 medals, including the team and individual all-around golds. It's like she hit the reset button and came back even stronger. Talk about sticking the landing. Now, I wasn't fully up on it and doing the play-by-play, but I did a little bit of research of what happened, and she felt like she wasn't really in the best mental state.
Yeah, that was in Tokyo.
In Tokyo, yeah.
One,
so she withdrew from the situation.
Did you know she came back at the end of Tokyo and still took a medal?
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's a monster.
Yeah, she is.
She's a monster.
Sure.
And not to change it up, but she actually got the one of our other girls,
Jordan.
Yeah, she was like feeling like she couldn't go, she wasn't gonna make it, and Simone like did a like a 1-on-1 with her, and she took some medals too.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty cool, man. She was
cool.
able to pull her out faster than herself, so it's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah. And actually, just shout out to Simone Biles. Actually, just in general, because I don't know if how many people really understand that she basically took that women's team under her belt and kind of took that like captain role as far as like teaming up with Jordan. I think even what's her name? Sunisa Lee.
Yeah.
I think there was even a situation with them of her like kind of being her support system as well.
Right.
And then they had the young girl too, who was like she looked up to Simone. That was like her idol growing up. Sorry, but I forget the young girl's name. There was a 16-year-old young girl that was on the U.S. Olympic team for the women's as well. But yeah, man, she's dope. She's dope. She's the most decorated gymnast in the world.
Yep.
In the world, Craig.
And she created like what two actual moves?
Yeah, no, I think it was like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
actually.
like they're like
that. They're named after her. And what was the other thing? There's
she
been
hit
one
the double tuck on the vault. Like no one's ever done it, and she did it in the 2024.
Tight. And then I was gonna say too, like there's only been one move replicated once in competition besides her doing it, or if I said that right. I think I said that right? Yeah. There's only been one other person that's been able to execute one of her moves in competition.
That makes sense.
That's crazy though.
That's amazing.
Like, because normally, you know how stuff works, like somebody brings in something and then 3 months later there's 6 people that have perfected it and they're trying to evolve that already.
Yeah.
She came out with these moves like years ago, and there's only been one other person in competition to complete one of the moves. One of the moves. But anyways, I don't want to dwell on her too much. But next up, we got Sunisa Lee battling back. Next, let's talk about Sunisa Lee. This girl didn't just face challenges. She stared down kidney disease and came out swinging. She grabbed team gold and bronze in the all-around and uneven bars. It's like she said, kidney disease? Nah, I've got medals to win.
Amen.
And then next we got Jordan Childs and Jade Carey overcoming adversity. Jordan Childs and Jade had their share of hurdles too, but they didn't let that stop them. Together, they helped turn Team USA's Paris journey into what they're calling the redemption tour. It's like a superhero team up. It's like a superhero team up movie, but without the flips and the flops. That didn't sound right. But okay, that's what it said. Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's.
Yeah, if we didn't talk about her, we would be bad.
Yeah.
If you don't add that young lady in some type of talk.
Now there was a situation with her 100 meter race. I forget the other lady's name, but the second fastest woman in the world from Jamaica.
Yeah.
She's the second fastest woman in the world.
Sha'Carri Jackson, not Sha'Carri. Yeah, no.
Something Jackson, though.
Yeah.
But she withdrew from the race because they wouldn't let them warm up or something. There was something about them getting in and being able to warm up.
No, so like I read the thing and they were talking about like where you weren't supposed to leave a certain area, and their like dressing or their like where they stayed was off, and so they wouldn't let them back in. So they had to walk like 3 miles to the opposite side to get in
to the entrance.
Yeah. So when they pulled up, they were like. They didn't get there till almost. There was like no warm up.
So whack. Y'all ain't have no golf carts. Y'all knew there was a golf cart somewhere empty, or at least had 2 seats empty somewhere.
She took that 200, made that other girl like, ooh, I don't even know how y'all.
She still got silver in it though. I think.
Yeah, she did.
She still got
with
silver.
No warm up.
That's warm up. Yeah.
That's like going down the drag strip and not heating your tires.
Yeah.
And still,
and just coming off the road from 45 miles an hour. It's like, oh, it's right here. Yeah. And just going. But yeah, so where was I? Sha'Carri, she missed out on the last Olympics because of a marijuana test, but she's back with a vengeance. She won silver in the women's 100 meter and gold in the 4x1 relay. Sha'Carri is basically saying, catch me if you can, world. And then we got Snoop Dogg, the official hype man. Now brace yourselves because this next one's a doozy. None other than Mr. Calvin Snoop Doggy Dog Brodus was the official team. Sorry, Uncle Snoop. I had to make it official because you know it's big things. I'm sorry to put your government out there like that. But yeah, big Unc Snoop. He was basically the Team USA brand ambassador. Yep, Snoop was out there repping the red, white, and blue. the stoner in me has to say, respect, Snoop. Respect.
Yeah.
Actually, respect the Snoop and Shakari, because
Yeah.
I don't want to get you in trouble, but I bet you done smoked again. I know you done smoked. Don't act like that was a one-time thing, girl. Don't act like it was a one-time thing. But next we got on the list, we got Brittany Griner. And last but definitely not least, Brittany Griner made a triumphant return to international basketball after spending 10 months in Russian captivity and welcoming a baby just days before the Olympics began. She and the U.S. women's basketball team went on to achieve gold status. Brittany, you're a superhero in our books. So there you have it, folks.
Now hold on
Yes,
before
yes,
you get
yes, sir.
before
Yes,
you
sir.
before you let them all go. Like you can't forget, like we talk about Brittany, you got to say Tarazi too, because she just became
Oh yes, the
most decorated.
not even female basketball player, most decorated basketball player.
Yeah, like she has more in the Olympics than anybody.
Yep.
And then we can't forget the 16-year-old phenom Quincy. He got a gold
Quincy
medal.
Jones, yes, he did get a gold.
I thought his
medal.
name was Wilson.
Or Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson. Sorry,
Yeah,
Quincy Jones.
He got a gold medal in the 4x400.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yep.
and
Yeah, actually, I remember seeing that post too. He had posted on social media. He was holding up his medal. He's like, I can't believe I got to go back to school I got high school in 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah,
he's holding up his gold medal. I was like, damn, that's tight.
It's really awesome.
That's tight.
And last but not least, all them Olympic winners gold. Hey, y'all got to go check out what is it, Ocho Cinco and what's the other guy's name? Shannon Sharp. Yeah, they said on their show that any American that brings back a gold, they're going to give them $50,000 because those medals are only worth 37,000 for these guys to accept and take their commitment for 4 years to show they're the best, and they didn't even.
But when you're the fastest woman in the world, though, you get that millions on the sponsorship. But no, that's dope though, because some of those sports don't get the recognition.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like for instance, wrestling, which is one of my sports. Somebody could go dominate, but Nike's probably not gonna call them and be like, let me. Or they might, but they're not gonna call them with a $5 million deal.
Right.
They might call them like, hey man, we let you get 25% off every shoe you sell. they ain't gonna hook you up like that. But yeah, man, that's messed up. Maybe somebody should do something. I mean, not me. I got a lot of stuff to do already. But maybe somebody should do something, and let's try to get these Olympic winners, or not even the winners, just the competitors.
Yeah,
get them a little bit more money. They should be getting paid just to go out there, because they're taking time off. Like how long?
Committed 4 years of training.
They committed all that training, and then while they're out there, they're not making an income unless they're sponsored. They might, and then that's still a royalty check on the back end,
right?
But it is what it is. So there you have it, folks. From Simone's epic comeback to Snoop Dogg bringing his cool factor to the games, the 2024 Paris Olympics were a roller coaster of emotions and triumphs. It's all about acceptance, commitment, and a whole lot of heart. Keep these stories in mind next time you're facing a tough challenge. And remember, if Snoop Dogg can be at the Olympics as an ambassador, bruh. Snoop Doggy Dogg.
D-O-double-G.
Man, there's people out there that got grounded and in trouble for listening to his music.
Dog pound.
And that was our brand ambassador this year for the Paris Olympics. Shout out to Snoop, man. If he can do it, if he can be a brand ambassador for us, anything can happen.
Right.
Any motherfucking thing. Any motherfucking thing. Just make sure you do your due diligence, and anything can be achievable. It's impossible until it's possible. That's what they say. But that's going to wrap it up for the Wealthy Wisdom today. Then we're rolling into the Wacky Wealth. What are we looking at, Ash?
40 minutes.
We're in 40? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Wacky Wealth. So this one is kind of cool. We're still talking about acceptance and commitment and things of that nature. This right here, we're talking about people who were found in, well, I want to say less fortunate situations. People who didn't make the best decisions in life and ended up turning it around, their life, that is. So we're about to dive into some seriously inspiring stories that prove you can turn your life around even after hitting rock bottom. We're talking about people who've gone from criminal records to creating amazing businesses. It's like going from ultimate underdog to champion of your own league. So let's go. First up, we have Cos Marte, Con Body, from prison yard to fitness guru. First up, we've got Mr. Cos Marte. This guy went from drug dealer to fitness entrepreneur. It's like Breaking Bad, but in reverse. While he was serving time, he didn't just sit around feeling sorry for himself. Nope, he started working out and turned prison exercises into a hardcore fitness program. When he got out, he launched Con Body, a fitness company where the trainers are all ex-cons. Marte's not just building muscles, he's breaking down stereotypes and helping others find their second chance. Talk about turning a cell block into a power block.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if you guys have seen how active you guys are on the social medias and stuff. I'm not sure about this particular regiment, but these prison workouts, man, them things ain't no joke, though. You ever seen the ones where they do like the whole, like,
Yeah.
It's like a push up. And
like
then
you hit your chest and you got to do a burpee.
a burpee, and then you hit your chest down, and it's like, what? And then they're like, yeah, do 100 of those. 100, sir? I can't do like 5? Maybe 3? Dang. But that's what's up, though, because I mean, not to make working out in prison such a positive thing, but you can't deny the results.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about it. Some of these guys coming out of prison, they no homo. Y'all
big as fuck.
in shape. Y'all in shape. Y'all be in shape. Y'all be in shape. So next we got Marcus Bullock, Flick Shop. Oh, I really liked this one. And the last one too. Flick Shop, tech that connects. Next on the lineup is Marcus Bullock. Picture this. You're in prison. Actually, I don't picture that. But someone's in prison, and the one thing that keeps them going is connecting to their family. Marcus gets it because he's been there. So he created Flick Shop, an app that lets families send photos and messages to their incarcerated loved ones. It's like Instagram, but for prison and without filters. Bullock's app is all about keeping that human connection alive, offering hope and support with every tap. Now that's using good tech.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that one's really cool.
That's
man.
really dope.
That's really cool. Yeah,
especially if he can get if he gets basically sponsored by the prison system, that they can like make sure the right content's going through, because that's the big thing why they don't. So
because that's actually, I mean, not trying to get nobody in trouble, but that's the first thing that popped in my head.
Yeah, like
I'm like, man, how long is it gonna be till somebody like, yo, baby, send me one of them special pictures?
And they're like,
remember that lingerie I got you before I came in?
Me and that lingerie you bought for me 7 years ago, I can't fit it. I can't fit that shit no more.
I know. Send me a picture of you in it. But yeah, it's a thought that counts, though. It's a thought that counts. So shout out to Marcus Bullock. And then last on the list, last but not least, we have Lorenzo Davis, Fresh Future Farm, growing more than just veggies. Last but not least, let's talk about Lorenzo Davis. Growing up in a tough neighborhood, Lorenzo saw firsthand what lack of access to fresh food can do to a community. So what did he do? He started Fresh Future Farm, an urban farming initiative that grows fresh produce right in the heart of the underserved communities. But he didn't stop there. The farm also provides jobs and teaches people about sustainability. Lorenzo's taking a tough past and turned it into a fertile ground for change. It's like turning a desert into an oasis, just one carrot at a time. What's up, Doc? But yeah, that one's really good. I mean, all you guys, if y'all been rocking with us, we like to keep health in mind.
Yeah.
And we like to keep good options out there for diets and stuff of that nature. So growing fresh food in the inner city, it's cool because
it's needed.
It is needed. It is needed. And if you guys have never heard about a food desert, do some due diligence right there on that one. Go check out Miss Michelle Obama and figure out what a food desert is, and then you realize how great having a fresh produce farm inside these underprivileged areas would be.
Yes.
So that's going to wrap it up for that one. These stories of Cos, Marcus, and Lorenzo are proof that no matter where you start, you can flip the script and make a positive impact. They've gone from conviction to creation, showing us all that secondhand chances can lead to some pretty remarkable achievements. So next time you hear about someone with a rough past, remember, folks, they're out there making the world a better place, one workout, one massage, or one message, and one vegetable at a time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Mr. Frankster, you got any redemption stories or anything like that you want to share? Like that may have happened to you or anything?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we've actually touched base on this, but one of my big redemption story is why you call me the Juggernaut. Most people in Arizona knows me as the Tank. I actually totaled out a car with my body in 2015.
Yeah, he was not in the car.
Yes, I hit it head first without a helmet, filleted it open, filleted my head open, and bent the frame of another car with my body. The bike missed the car, and it was all me 100%. And I woke up after being gone for about 4 minutes and walked away with my only memory loss is of the accident, which is totally crazy. My arm was actually disattached and held in by the skin. And they were able to save my arm, put my leg back together. It was broken 3 places as well. And I'm here. I have my limbs, my leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still able to walk, talk, and have brain functions and not get amputated, where unfortunately other people have not made the same recovery. So being able to go through that and why I'm so blessed. So that's always been my redemption story when it comes to just going through something traumatic in your life.
And that hits on all 3 of them, man. That's that acceptance. That's that commitment.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have been committed to trying to be Frank again, you could have just been in a wheelchair for the rest of your life or what have you, you know? So you got to accept what happened before you can get committed to coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I'm pretty sure staying committed,
it was tough.
Trying to come back and go through all that. That's
It's
resilience, man. And then now we're here. And there's the redemption.
Right.
So that's awesome. That's awesome, man. I'm very proud. Very happy that you are here with us, sir. And we can talk about that kind of stuff. I don't really have one. I should have went first, actually. Now I feel like I shouldn't share one. What about you, Ash? You have any like redemption stories or anything like that you might want to share with the peoples?
Yeah, I mean, like when I first moved to Arizona, I came from New Jersey. I came from Newark, and you know things are interesting in Newark. When I left, I think within that year, 2 of my closest friends have overdosed, and I saw that things weren't going a good direction. So I was like, let me make some changes. And even though not everyone who was there is with us today, I was able to get out here and start pursuing film and kind of chasing my dream, doing what I always wanted to do. So yeah, definitely redemption there.
Yeah, definitely.
Amen. Blessings.
Yes.
No more getting into trouble.
Glad you could make it out here, man, and you didn't fall victim to any of those negative situations over there.
Absolutely.
So glad. Yeah, and then I guess I would just say, like, for myself, just the fact that I'm still going, man. Like, that just made me kind of think about too. Like, I was just telling my fiance the other day, I'm edging up on about 10. I know a lot of people don't want to keep track and stuff like that, but I had a buddy that I used to go to school with pass away about a week ago, and she was just kind of like, I showed her the service, and she was like, I didn't know that they passed away or whatever. I was like, yeah, just, doesn't really get easier talking about it when you're etching up on the double digits of people you lost.
Oh man, yeah, that's right.
It's a little tough. So, but yeah, so I said my redemption story is just the fact that I'm still here. I'm still going when there's definitely been times where I thought I would never be looking at 40. That's for damn sure.
Right.
It's a lot of times in my life where I didn't think I'd be looking at 40 years old. But yeah, that's my little thing. I don't want to go down that road too much. We're about positivity around here.
Amen.
Keep hope alive. But that's gonna wrap it up for the wacky wealth, and that is gonna roll us into our last segment of the day. It is your favorite, my favorite. Jimmy, are you there still? It's Jimmy's favorite. If you're there still, Jimmy,
Come on, pop on in there and say it. Say it. Type it in, Jimmy.
Type it with us.
We building,
boy. Yeah. So, normally We Building Boy is reserved for our special guests to have the floor and explain what they do and how to contact them and if they got anything coming up. But today, I want to highlight somebody and something that I plan on. I actually want to go up there and get some footage for Wealth of Generations in the near future, and I need to because they are in jeopardy of closing down. I really, really hope that this does not happen. I want to give a shout out and a big mention to Trill Hip Hop Shop. Shout out to Ali. If you guys are hip hop lovers or into hip hop at all, within this next couple of days, just purchase something from them, please. I don't want you to necessarily donate or anything like that. I'm not that kind of guy to ask you guys to just throw out money for no reason. But I believe if you purchase something, that can still assist, and then you still have something as well. You're not just throwing money away, or you're not just giving money out, So if you could, in the next few days in the near future, check out Trill Hip Hop Shop. They're located 1817 East Indian School Road, Phoenix, Arizona. The phone number is 602-595-4510. They're open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays, the same. Sundays, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Trill Hip Hop Shop. It's like right off of the 51, I believe. Or is it the 17? It's right off the highway. On Indian School. It might be the 17. I think it's the 17.
Would you say the address was?
1817 East Indian School Road.
So
Where?
it's
Was it
probably
Phoenix?
Towards the 51.
51. Yeah, I thought it was the 51,
considered
but I didn't want
east, so
to.
you're on the
I don't want to commit and be wrong.
right.
What's like
Do
some
your
of
due
the-
diligence.
What's some of the stuff they got there? Like, what's the coolest stuff they got there?
They're like hardcore hip hop. So
Yeah.
they got vinyl there. They got vinyl hip hop stuff. They got hip hop accessories. I'm pretty sure I personally haven't been in myself, but I've seen pictures and stuff like that. Shout out to people like Mega Ran and because I've seen the inside of the shop through Mega Ran's videos, through Bag of Tricks Cat videos. Those are local rappers, local hip hop artists out here. So shout out to them for doing that inside the studio. I've seen a couple of ciphers that they've held within not the studio, I'm sorry, within the shop. So it's just it's a real hip hop feel. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get myself over there as soon as possible. Sorry I couldn't really explain it a little bit better, but I know they got hip hop related items. I know for a fact there's vinyl. I know for a fact there's like the Funko stuff, but it's hip hop themed, so they might have like Biggie, Pac of the Funko little head things. I believe they have like DJ equipment, like turntable equipment and stuff like that. So
All my native homies that be doing the
hip-hop.
mixing, hey, make sure you go check out that store.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got clothing because it's like a real hip hop store. It's not just a music store. So I'm pretty sure they probably got like urban streetwear there, all the elements of hip hop. They probably got something for graffiti artists there, something for b-boys, something for the musicians, something for the DJs, and then the entrepreneurship as well.
This is one of the best years in hip hop that we've had in a while.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
it is.
that's a great chance to go out, support a local business, and pick up some vinyl for somebody who put out this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Really help out everybody.
Yes. And if you guys follow me on the social medias and everything like that, like hip hop is such a important thing to me, man. And I feel like this is the only store out here that I know of. And for them to go away, that would be like taking a big chunk of hip hop out of Arizona.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be blasting them. If you guys want to go down there, if anybody wants to gather up and try to do an event or something to bring more awareness or fundraise or anything, hit me up. I'm down. Like, they need to stay. We need to do a Trill hip hop shop movement right now. Make sure that they
Yes,
do not
yes.
shut down. Again, shout out to Ali. But I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for the day. Unless you want
Hey,
to add anything,
I
sir?
want to because we've been blessed to have Mr. Ash with us. And hey, Mr. Ash, do you have anything that you want to promote for yourself for what you do? Being that you're jumping in here with us now, so
Yeah, I do commercials. I do music video, anything with a camera I can do,
Okay.
and I'm pretty damn good at it.
hey, that's what we like to hear.
Yeah, I've gotten a good amount of awards for everything I've done out here. So, if you ever want to see what I've been up to, my YouTube channel is Ash Hatzer Presents. But I got my reel up there. I got anything you might need. And if you want a commercial for your business, you can head to clicklion.org. We make commercials that people want to watch.
There you
Awesome,
go.
awesome.
So any of our past guests are mobile barber shops, barbers. What was it? Sweet Tooth? No, the cake lady.
We had a sweet tooth.
Nah, the lady that did the cakes.
Oh,
The
Savage.
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 And you know, any of our previous guests, man, like you know, we're here to help in all aspects of getting you out there with more contacts, more publicity, more touches, more sites. You know what I mean? So hit up Ash, hit us up. We can always get in touch with him if you don't hit him direct. Yeah, let's spread the love and keep this thing going.
Yes. Because that's the reason I chose the tree, man. That's the reason I chose the tree. We all gonna grow. Gotta connect, network, and all that stuff. But yeah. So let's give a round of applause for our brand new engineer holding it down today, sitting in, Mr. Ash, the man. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Then let's give another round of applause to my co-host, the juggernaut, Mr. Frank the Tank.
Yes, I'm so blessed to be here, y'all.
Yes.
For real.
And then we got one more, and that one is for you guys, all you supporters, followers out there. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And on that note, peace.